Right now, though, in studio, we're having our other conversation, which is around the e-citizen platform. We are with Ambassador Isaac Ochieng. He is the Director General of e-citizen Services Directorate. Karibu sana, Ambassador Isaac.
Nashukuru. Thank you.
This is Radio Generation. It's your first time here. We hope to be seeing more of you even as time goes by, because I'm sure Kenyans have got a lot of questions for you.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll just go straight to the point. E-citizen has been a platform, has been an amazing platform. That's where I pay for my driver's license. And we have seen over the years a couple of other services also being added on. So apart from it just being a payment collection platform, I'm sure there's a mission to this particular platform.
Yes.
In your opinion as the Director General, what is that mission?
Yes. Thank you very much. As you've well introduced me, I'm the Director General of Citizen Services. What we want on e-citizen is for Kenyans to get services, to obtain services at their convenience.
Yeah.
That is something that never used to happen before. This platform started in 2013, and it was basically a pilot that was sponsored between the National Treasury and the World Bank. When we started, we had 10 services, but right now, after 2022, when the present administration took over power, President Ruto, he directed that he wanted all government services to be onboarded onto this platform, because he had campaigned on that platform that Kenyans are going to obtain services on this platform. So he gave a presidential directive on 2022 that the services must be onboarded immediately. I was appointed as a Director General, and within 6 months, I managed to onboard over 5,040 services.
5,040.
Absolutely, and the revenues shot is unbelievable.
Yeah,
it shot from 60 million a day to about 300 to 400 million shillings every day after 6 months.
How many million every day?
600 million.
That's what.
From 60
Yeah.
to between 400 to 600 million shillings every day. I repeat, every 24 hours.
So are we adding Saturday and Sunday as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's a huge amount.
Absolutely.
And that makes sense, because at the end of the day, that money is being paid to the same government. Yeah. And when you said that Ilianza na 6 million, you said 60 million.
60 per day.
60 per day.
60.
And now we are doing between 400 and 600 million.
Right now,
Yeah.
because we have over 22,000 services.
Yes.
It will be shocking. We are currently collecting between 700 to 1 billion shillings every day. Every day.
That's an interesting amount. That's
for the last 3 years, and this is very important for Kenyans to know. For the last 3 years, this platform has collected over 550 billion Kenya shillings. More than half a trillion Kenya shillings has been collected.
During what period of time?
3 years. In the last 3 years.
Yeah.
36 months. Yes. So you can imagine what this platform can be able to do.
Yeah.
Kenyans are obtaining their services at their convenience. It is 24/7. It is very smooth. Even people with disabilities can be able to scale through this ecosystem without any problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mentioned World Bank
Yes.
initially, something I didn't know until today.
Yes.
What was the role specifically of World Bank, in terms of setting up e-citizen? What was their purpose?
Initially, the government was operating in an analog manner. You had to walk to a government service, either if you wanted to obtain a passport or to renew your driving license. You had to drive all the way. Previously, people used to drive to Times Towers to renew their driving licenses.
Yeah.
Wewe unatoka kutoka huko Kisumu, unatoka kutoka Kibira, unatoka kutoka Mombasa. You had to drive to Times Towers to renew your driving license.
Right.
Or to get your passport. About 3 years ago, 4 years ago, people used to spend 2 nights, 3 nights just for you to renew your passport.
In Nairobi.
Wanalala hapo outside Nyayo House. But now, at your convenience, you single sign on, unaingia hapo, You say you want to renew your passport. You pick the thickness of your passport, either 54 pages or whatever. You are prompted to pay. You pay. That money goes directly to National Treasury. Directly to National Treasury.
Yeah.
It does not go to anybody's pocket.
Okay.
The only thing that is there, and I know that has been, the question Kenyans have been asking.
Yes.
Is about the 50 shillings.
Yeah. And actually, also the companies that we had over PesaFlow,
Yes.
and I think there's another one. I'm forgetting the name, but yes.
So the way the e-citizen platform started, because it's very important for us to know the genesis of the whole thing. When the World Bank, because what they noticed was people wanted to obtain services at their convenience, and then number two, there were also revenue leaks. So how do you cure those two? So then it was decided, can we go to those two high traffic areas? The first one which was chosen was the driving license. Then number two was passports. So they were all onboarded onto this platform. That is what formed the genesis of the whole thing. Now the companies that initially were contracted was the Webmasters, PesaFlow, Olive Tree, and Gold Rock.
All right.
Okay.
So 4 companies.
So basically, Webmaster was for services. PesaFlow was the payment gateway. Then Olive Tree was one-time password. Once you get the services. Then Gold Rock was supposed to do reconciliation. That was a setup initially.
So they were like the accountants.
Yes,
Okay.
the accountants. Then after 1 year, after about 2 years, when the ecosystem was when the World Bank handed over this ecosystem to the Kenya government, so the Kenya government in its wisdom at that time, we removed Gold Rock onto from the ecosystem, so that the government can now be able to collect money on its own and to do the reconciliation. But the 3 companies remain. So PesaFlow remained, the Webmasters remain, and the Olive Tree, purposely for that.
All right.
Okay. Then what happened was, I think there was a court case. So, because I think Gold Rock became aggrieved. They went to court.
So they went to court.
They went to court. Okay. Then there was a court order that stopping that the monies, the 50 shillings that had been collected, and it was on a pay bill.
Yeah.
Safaricom. It was about 127 million shillings. Yes, 127 million shillings. So the case dragged for about 6 to 7 years. Then when the present administration came in 2022, so there was an out-of-court settlement that was agreed upon between all these parties and the GOK. Because what we felt at that time was, why reinvent the wheel when the wheel is there? Number two, these are Kenyan startups. Why can't we encourage one of our own? Why should we go picking companies from abroad and yet one of our own are doing very well? So tukachukua hao, so we smoothened a few rough edges, and then now so we actually came up with there was an agreement.
Yeah.
Okay, that which was properly signed by the GOK and the Attorney General then.
Okay.
And that is what now gave birth to where we are today. Then fast forward, because of governance issues, I think that was around 1 year ago. These 3 companies felt that because you cannot operate in a tripartite manner.
Yes.
So can you have so they decided to come up with a management company that is called Electronic, the ECS. Now that is why nowadays their management company is called the ECS. That's how this company has actually been able to evolve.
All right.
Yes.
So there have been questions around the legality or illegality of that.
Is very legal, and I know people have been asking, the government has no control of the ecosystem, or it is still being controlled by
outsiders.
By outsiders. These boys, it is not true. Let me ask you, brother.
Yes.
You and I own vehicles. City, you own a Mercedes-Benz or Jaguar.
Please go on.
Yes. Now
I'm neither going to confirm or deny.
when you take that service, that car must be serviced.
True.
Somebody must maintain it.
Oh yes.
Si bado unapeleka hiyo gari Toyota.
Eh.
Does Toyota own that car?
No.
It doesn't. As government, we construct roads. We contract companies. Okay? Now, once a company has done the construction, si lazima iwe na maintenance.
Ndio.
Now, does it mean that a road construction company owns that road?
No.
The road is owned by the GOK.
Okay.
Now, that's the same
Concept.
that we've used in this ecosystem. So the webmasters and PesaFlow, we are actually now using them to maintain this ecosystem.
Right.
Now that part of that 50 shillings that you asked,
Yes. The convenience fee.
yes, it was purposed by the World Bank, so that this ecosystem can maintain itself. That 50 shillings is supposed to help this ecosystem to maintain itself. That 50 shilling goes directly to National Treasury.
I think the
Let me just explain.
Okay.
It goes to National Treasury in a collection account, and then every month, the ECS or the affiliates, webmasters and PesaFlow and Olive Tree, they actually bill me. They bill the government, the Directorate of e-Citizen,
All right.
that this is for maintenance, and that this is for the one-time password, because they actually buy bulk SMS from Safaricom and service providers. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So then after that, now then we look at it, we scrutinize, we agree to agree. This is what these are the charges. Then now we pay them. Now the National Treasury gives us the money through A in our account. So it's not that that the Directorate inaweka your account hapo at the convenience fee nakuja hapo. No.
Yeah.
That money is accounted for by at the National Treasury.
Yeah. So I think it was the Auditor General said in the last 1 year the e-Citizen platform had collected about 12.6 billion, I think it was.
Yes.
So this is the money that you paid to the maintainers of the platform, or when she was talking about 12.6 in convenience fees, what was she talking about?
No, I think what the auditor was talking about was that some money could not be
Accounted for.
I want to reassure Kenyans, in that ecosystem, not even a shilling is lost. What happened was simply this. There was some delay in the delivery of some documentation. Just that. But all the monies, in fact, since, although I'm not allowed to speak about that, because we presented our documents to the public accounts committee,
Yes.
and the security committee, but not a shilling is lost. In fact, even a penny, forget about a shilling, a penny is not lost. And it's been well accounted for.
Tell us what you were able to talk about. You said there are things you can't talk about.
Yes.
Okay, what can you talk about?
What I can talk about is there's no money that has been lost. All the money has been accounted for. In fact, if the money was lost, because you see, once the Treasury receives this money, what usually happens is part of it goes as A&A to the MDAs.
What is this this thing you're mentioning, A&A? What is it?
Authority to incur
Expenditure.
Yes, expenditure.
What is it called again?
A&A. No, appropriation in aid, sorry.
Yes.
Appropriation in
Aids.
aid. So what it means is agencies are allowed a certain percentage of the revenues they've collected to go to government and go back to them. This is just because of visibility.
All right.
Okay. So then what happens is then there are other monies that goes directly to the exchequer. That is a national treasury.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if hypothetically we say that maybe 10 billion shillings has been lost, the MDAs, ministries, departments or agencies would have been the first ones to scream. Have you heard them screaming? None. Because they are actually getting their money. Because see, once that reconciliation is done, the money goes back to their accounts.
So NTSA gets their money for the
They get their
licenses.
Passports get their money. The Kenya Ports Authority, they get their money.
They get their money.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What I will ask you then is perhaps when all is said and done.
Yes.
Because some of these things, sometimes even the Auditor General doesn't necessarily come back and tell us, oh, but that 7 billion I told you was lost.
Yes.
Now we have found out that it was in this and this and this places.
There's no point at which the Auditor General comes back to explain those things.
We need now the agencies such as yours to come and tell us, by the way, the money that was flagged last month or last financial year, 7 billion, this is where it went to. Because in this country, unfortunately, communication, there's always a breakdown. So we'll end up saying, last year 12 billion got lost, this year 7 billion got lost, and we never get answers whether that money actually got lost, was recovered, or was accounted for.
I won't wish to answer for OAG, but my brother, what I will tell you is that as of today, all the documentation has been availed to the auditor or office of the Auditor General's office.
So when you say that these documents were handed over, it was in response to some of these queries.
Yes, exactly.
So the queries were there.
Yes.
Is there a committee of parliament that is handling this thing?
Yes, PAC. Public Accounts Committee.
And they have the documentation.
We have given them all.
So that's part of the reason why you're saying you can't discuss it, because they have it.
Absolutely. On record. And you're on record. On the answer, yes.
Yeah.
All of them have been given out.
We're actually having a conversation here with the CT, and one thing we pointed out is that there's always, again, like I said, there's always that communication. When there's fire, the communication is always there, but when the fire has been quelled down, no one comes to tell us that actually yakukwa na moto, false alarm, and this is exactly what happened.
Actually, beyond that, you see, the audit queries that are raised by the Auditor General, most of us don't actually understand that they're just that, audit queries. They're not accusations.
Yes,
they're just questions.
It's not, the auditor looks at what you have and raises questions on what they have seen. Yes.
So what should happen is, you see, if you fail now totally to provide the documentation to the audit queries, then there's a problem. But if they have raised those audit queries and maybe they have not given us adequate time to provide the documentation, and then somebody rushes and say that this has happened, maybe through press leaks, then this money has been lost. But the money is there.
Talking of press leaks,
because see, let me ask you.
Yes.
You know, when you talk of 10 billion, 10 billion, first of all, 1 billion is milioni 100 mara 10.
Kweli.
Me, I have a problem. My brain understands a million.
Yes.
A billion, my brain doesn't quite understand.
Exactly. Now, if you say that 10 billion has been lost, do you know what 10 billion can do? That money, even for you to move that money in the first place, it's mind-boggling. Which bank will receive that money? Which one?
Yeah.
We have all these banks here. City, you can ask them. Maybe ABSA. Umeiona pesa.
Kuna 10 billion imekopa kwa hewa mahali.
It will even shake the economy. Just by the mere movement of that money.
Okay.
It's a huge amount. But anyway, now that we've agreed that no money has been lost, we provided.
Actually, we haven't agreed.
Yes.
This matter is still with people who are examining it.
Yes.
And they'll give us the details.
Yes.
What we are agreed on is that the documentation pertaining to that matter have been provided.
Yes.
And there's an outcome that we're waiting for.
Yes.
And it's because of that waiting for the outcome, there's certain things we cannot now discuss.
Yes.
That one we agreed on.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But let me ask the question. Because this has been asked. Whether it is PesaFlow, Webmaster, or Olive Tree, how were these entities procured? Was it agreed that these startups or whatever they are would be the ones who would function in the capacity that they are now in? And are we saying that they are the only ones in the country who had the capacity to do this work that was required?
What happened was, there was internal competitive bidding, because we did direct procurement, which is allowed by law.
What does internal competitive bidding mean?
Internal competitive bidding meaning as government you can also be allowed to profile companies, and see their capacity and capability, because this is a security entity. You cannot just pick any other person and give him that kind of a contract. So it was competitively done. And the Ministry of ICT and the Ministry of National Treasury and the Ministry of Interior, they were all in this ecosystem, and the Attorney General. And that's now when it was agreed that we actually award this company this contract.
How many companies were considered for this particular bid? How many? Do we have an idea of how many were, or was it before your time?
It was before my time. It was before my time.
But nonetheless,
But
yes.
I think it was more than 3 companies that were considered.
In each?
But because it was a security thing, so I may not be able to.
No, I am aware that the government even allowed to single source.
Yes.
If
Which we did.
Yes, it is allowed. It
Yes,
is
by
not,
law.
It is not disallowed, but the circumstances have to align with the whatever it is you're sourcing and why it is that you're sourcing. That I understand.
Yes.
But the reason why I'm raising the question is this. A persistent issue that is often raised by people in this country is that these people who are chosen, and this is what people allege, there must be individuals who are behind them and who have a personal interest in these entities. Now, it is an allegation. But the problem with it is because people who do the work that you do and those who speak on behalf of the government never address these issues directly when they're raised. So they grow legs, arms, many heads, they become a hydra. But it's in the public domain. I want you to lay this to rest.
You know, the webmasters, PesaFlow, and Olive Tree, they were ahead of others because they're already in this ecosystem. That was the that is what actually.
That's a competitive advantage they have.
Yes, they had
Okay.
against others.
Yes.
Yes. So that's how they got the government managed to give them this contract.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
There was some headlines sometime in a newspaper. They were talking about Kenya wants to procure some Indian software, and I believe it was also for payment purposes. You know, government like something similar to eCitizen. So I don't know if it's going to be something parallel to eCitizen or it's going to be integrated to eCitizen, or it was just that a headline.
I think it was just a headline because vendors are also there. Vendor wars are also out there.
Yeah.
Because we have local and international vendors who are also interested in the ecosystem. But what we have is eCitizen is here to stay.
Yeah.
This is what we have. This is our own. It is doing so well.
Yes.
It is serving Kenyans. It is 24/7.
It is homegrown.
It is homegrown. Hii ni kitu yetu bwana.
Yeah.
So to support ni kama tuna support Harambee Stars bwana.
But DG, when you say support it, it's not as though we have a choice.
Yes.
There's no parallel system.
No, there's no parallel system. So the idea of a choice doesn't arise. If you want the service, there's one avenue. Okay? It's like that destination. I am not downplaying the importance of the system.
Yes.
Neither am I saying that the thinking behind it was wrong.
Yes.
Because if you want to optimize
Yes.
on certain revenues,
Yes.
the suggestion and then the actualization of the system by the government makes perfect sense.
Yes.
So there is no ifs and buts. You have clarity. Revenue streams are X, Y, Z.
Z.
We know them. Okay? You are talking about 22,000 services.
Yes.
Okay? At the touch of a button, you know how each of those sections is doing.
Yes.
Okay? But now, this is a question I want to raise. You will tell me the system is foolproof, and I will ask, is it really? How do you guard against interference with such a system?
Yes.
Because you're dealing with 22,000 entities.
Absolutely.
Those are many.
One, we have a SOC.
Who?
SOC, Security Operation Center. That is 24/7. Okay?
Okay.
That is man 24/7. Two, we have managed to input relevant security softwares that are internationally accepted, and that's why the ecosystem has been running, and is running very well. Two, we are also ISO certified. Yeah. So and these are the international standards.
So when ISO certifies you, what are they certifying exactly?
Whether you're complying with necessary security, data protection standards. Because if you don't, then you're actually vulnerable.
And how?
And then two, we are also being manned by the CA,
Communications Authority.
Communication Authority,
Okay.
and also the Ministry of ICT. So this ecosystem is really being watched very keenly. Also with the National Intelligence Service and the military. Yes.
Bonadiji, how are we catering to the non-tech survey citizenry like city here?
who thinks that
Tutafunza.
ICT means a smartphone.
How do we deal with my grandmother, who also needs to access some of these services from eCitizen?
Yes.
Is there, because me, I always get either on my phone or I'm on my laptop whenever I need to access eCitizen.
Your grandmother needs what? A driving license?
Yes, actually she does. Even if she's not going to drive.
What we've done is, we have very close links with the Duma Center for those ones who are not techno savvy. They can go there and then we have a help desk of eCitizen that can be assisted too. We also have young people, who can also help those old people who cannot be able to handle those. 3, we are also rolling out this program whereby we are awareness on the basics on what needs to be done.
Okay.
4, what we've also done also with the ecosystem, we've eased its access so that it's not complicated. You must have an account on the eCitizen platform, single sign on. You say you want passport, you go there, and then very, very basic.
Yeah.
Very basic. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No, there's this service I like.
And by the way, currently it's just good to mention.
Yeah.
Initially, we had only about 300,000 account holders, but currently, and it's shocking, we have 14.5 million account holders.
As of today.
As of today, 14.5.
Sorry?
14.5
million
account holders
from
on eCitizen.
From 300,000. You said 300,000,
Yes,
right?
yes.
To 14.5
Million.
million.
And CT, do you know how many people visit the ecosystem every day seeking for services?
No.
Between 450,000 to 500,000 people every day visiting the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Every day. Now imagine all those people would have been driving all over the place, going to government offices looking for services.
You put it well, and I actually agree with you.
Yes.
Because it actually does make life
Easier.
infinitely easier.
Easier and cheaper.
Like this gentleman was telling me that my physical driving license is outmoded, that there's an e-driving license.
Yes.
All right, I don't have it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make sure at the end of the day, I actually...
I'll show you. I'll show you once the DG leaves.
Yes.
On my phone or yours?
Even on your phone, actually, it's very easy.
So
Something that you can do within minutes.
Within minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll have it. So you actually think I don't know how to do this?
Bro, sasa unajua wewe ndio umejieka hapo.
And CT, by the way, in the next 1 year,
Yes.
we are going to launch digital ID. We should be able to launch digital ID. Already we've started the UPI.
Okay.
The unique personal identifier. So CT, wewe na mimi and my brother here.
Yes.
Our UPIs, our national ID numbers currently that we have.
Okay.
Lakini mtoto ambaye anazaliwa leo or a boy who is now attaining the age of 18,
Yes.
we are giving them the unique personal identifier.
Why aren't you not doing it at birth? Because it makes more sense.
We are doing it at birth. That's what I'm saying, at birth.
You're saying for the one who's turning 18?
For you and I,
Yes.
this is our UPI.
Lakini mwenye anazaliwa
Leo ako na yake.
Eh.
Na yule ambaye attain the age of 18
Right.
atakuwa na yake. Then where we are now moving the
Yes.
future, we envisage a situation whereby if you attain the age of 18, we notify you on your phone, on the phone of the citizen,
individual, yeah.
to the parent, because we have the parents'
Details.
He'll get a message that the national ID for your son is ready for collection.
How do we deal
Then
with
number two, he will also get notification that you've also been you are also now going to be a voter automatically, and can you now notify us where you would like to be voting? That is where we are moving.
Remember
So that
Yeah.
hii mambo ya sijui voter registration hakuna, it will be automatic, and that's how we should go.
So essentially, you are saying that we are going to render IBC.
That is the future.
Yes.
No.
No, I like the future.
IBC will keep the register.
They'll keep the register.
Yes.
But then the notification, meaning automatically, when you attain the age of 18,
Yeah. You're a voter.
you are a voter.
I wasn't going to say we're going to do away with the IEBC. This man
CT, you put me in trouble.
I mean, that's not where I was going with this.
I withdraw my statement.
I was going to say that their services will certain services will now no longer be required.
Yeah. But I like that whole issue of voter registration and the fact that we'll be getting our IDs from birth. But what probably the DG will tell us is how they're going to deal with this situation of taking fingerprints, because I remember taking my ID back in 2004. Nilikuwa lazima niende nipeane kidole changu mahali, alafu nikapigwa picha nyingi sana, alafu eventually nikapatiwa ID yangu. So how are we going to deal with this issue of IDs? I mean, sorry, of fingerprints.
The fingerprints, I think that one that one must be collected, because you see, that's why when you get that notification, because you
notification requires you to actually go.
Yes, to go
physically.
Okay. Because we must certify that it is you. That's why even when you get a passport, we must certify that it is CT.
Yes.
That is actually
getting
his
the passport.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
That makes sense.
You know, there are, from what I learned talking to the Estonian council to Kenya, they have a country that is essentially 99 point something percent E. Okay?
It is.
But two things: land transactions, you must physically appear.
Yes.
Marriage,
You must physically
appear. Yeah, there are certain services, there are things you can do online, but you are still required to present yourself so that
physically.
You are required to present yourself.
Yeah.
And CT, that is what we're also doing here. In fact, let me talk on marriage, gentlemen.
Yes.
You know, CT, one thing that we discovered in this ecosystem, Kenyans really love marriage. On a very serious note, they really love marriage.
Yes.
So the other day, when we digitalized the Attorney General's office, so squeeze unajua CT watu wakitaka kuoana, the notification we get your photograph,
Yeah.
we get your details, and it's online.
It's online.
It's online.
Okay.
Some Kenyans made so much noise. Oh, why are you exposing us? But we told them, I mean, when you go to church, you do the same thing. It's public. It's public. It's public. What is the problem? No. Don't expose us. Then some of them were going ahead and saying, nowadays, these young people, if they go to a pub, then maybe they tune each other. So you want to see, is CT married?
Oh, is it possible to actually check if
Yes,
someone?
yes.
So if I see a beautiful girl somewhere, I can confirm if she's married or not.
Yes. In fact, we're actually uploading all the records up to 1950.
Yeah.
The other thing that I've forgotten, CT.
Sorry, Mbuvi.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm worried about the DG's colleague. He looks a bit worried also. Anasema zile za lo huku ni wapi?
CT, the other thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
This is the future.
Yes.
We are in the process of making our systems interoperable, so that
Meaning?
the interoperability, so that the national registration, the passports, you
want to connect all these systems,
all of them,
So you can access
to
details
speak to
regardless
each other.
of- yeah.
Then we are also going to connect them to banks,
but me, I'm worried now.
lands ministry.
Now I'm even more worried.
Ngoja kidogo CT. If you go to Singapore, if you go to Malaysia, if you go to Estonia, where I've been more than 3 times, where you know what CT talks about.
Yeah.
That has really helped. In which, if God forbid, if a person dies today, all his documentation collapses. But what happens today in Kenya? Unapata mzee alienda na wakubwa wengine wao, some of these big families. Mzee alienda, but the families bado wanangoa pesa, wanaoperate bank accounts illegally. So hizo vitu now, everything collapses. Your passport cannot operate, your ID cannot operate, kila kitu. Once death notification has been provided,
That's it.
That's it.
Everything
Stops.
It's true, because again, a lot of fraud is done that way.
Yes.
Whereby chances are you don't even know that your father had some money somewhere or land somewhere.
Yes.
So your siblings or other relatives can actually take advantage of
But you
that
see,
lack of information.
that problem is a problem that we African men have. You don't hear it spoken of women, it's men. Your family knows very little about what you actually do.
True.
You'll find the wife you have knows very little about you do. But then there are other people who are not the people I've mentioned who know.
No.
So now, from what I hear you saying, you're securitizing this thing. You're making sure that it's not securitizing. Securitizing is a different word. You are securing this so that the problems that arise when someone passes away is actually halted.
Precisely. So that there'll be no land transfer.
Yes.
There'll be no transactions in bank accounts and shares or what have you.
Because usually when you open a bank account, you state who your next of kin is. So the next of kin can be notified.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, you're talking about an advantage and into the future. Right now, as we look at the e-citizen, what would you say or what would you highlight as some of the benefits that it actually has for the citizenry? Because it's there. What are the benefits?
One is service bila stress. You obtain services at your convenience without any stress. They are 24/7. And revenue checks are real time because I have a dashboard, the MCD has a dashboard, the National Treasury has a dashboard. 3, the e-citizen platform is being run by 3 government state departments: the National Treasury, the Ministry of Interior, and the Ministry of ICT. What a transparent system.
Mention them again. Ministry
ICT,
the Ministry of ICT,
Interior,
the Ministry of Interior, and the National Treasury. The Ministry of ICT is responsible for technology. The Ministry of Interior is responsible for services. The National Treasury is the issues of money, reconciliation, what we talked about.
Yes,
where the Auditor General is laying a lot of emphasis on. Okay, and in fact, right now, CT to cure the issue of in future moving forward.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that one too. To cure the issues of reconciliation, the National Treasury is at an advanced stage of obtaining the reconciliation engine, whereby the reconciliation now will be real time.
Yeah.
And not semi-manual like we're doing now. So that thing will be of the past.
Yeah. DG, there's this issue of I applied for a research license a couple of months ago.
Yes.
But I didn't know that I had not completed that process because I was applying to NACOSTI.
Yes.
And
a business license.
No. It was actually a research license. Yes. At the National Institute of Technology Research something. So as I was, it's a very long name, but it's abbreviated as NACOSTI.
NACOSTI.
So as I was paying for my Nini through the e-citizen platform, I paid everything. I even got a receipt that I have paid.
Yes.
I just didn't know that I had not completed the application process.
Yes.
So me, after I've paid, nikaona hapo, congratulations, I got the email telling me here's your receipt.
Ukaenda.
Na mimi nikajua nimemaliza, nikanawa mkono, nikakaa kwa nyumba waiting for my research. So a month later, I don't have my license.
Yes.
I call NACOSTI and I tell them, I paid bwana. Where is my license? They ask me, where is your reference number? I asked them, what? Reference number? What reference number? So I realized that kumbe I had to go back to the website, NACOSTI website, and finish my application process.
The process, yes.
So this is more of do I call it a complaint or do I call it feedback? It's more feedback. Is it possible that next time, the same way I pay for my NTSA and I don't have to go back to NTSA to complete the payment or complete the transaction, is it possible that on the e-citizen platform,
yes,
once I have paid for that service, NACOSTI,
yes,
I am done with that process?
Yes.
Because I'm sure, me being who I am, nimesoma lakini I still fell short of that particular detail. Chances are someone else or other people are probably facing the same thing. And I didn't have someone to guide me and tell me, now once you kimaliza hapa lazima urudi hapa. I found myself back and forth making phone calls to these institutions just to ensure that my work is done. So perhaps this is something that you can consider, such that if I get onto the e-citizen platform, even if I've been redirected from the NACOSTI website, once I get there, I do everything is done on that website. Yeah, perhaps consider that.
Yes, we have a call center that maybe you can call for assistance and be assisted. So either for those ones who are still analog, and I'm seeing quite a number of them who are also analog, like CT, yeah. You can come to Nyayo 17th floor.
Yeah.
And we have officers there who whom we have employed. They're about 100.
Do the lifts work?
They're working very well.
Okay,
They're working very well. And we can even give you a cup of tea or coffee or on the 17th floor.
Yeah. This same coffee or another coffee?
Kahawa.
Because hapa kuna shida pia, but
If
anyway.
there are benefits,
Yes.
there must be challenges. What are the challenges of e-citizen?
I think the challenges of e-citizen is we are really keen on the future. Because the present is we are done with the present. We believe that we are doing well. You know, if you look at other jurisdictions. So that future, like what I explained to you, a city, whereby, you know, we are keen to have digital ID, the interoperability of all our systems, issues of fraud, whereby you know the person has passed away and people are still transacting, okay, and then the other one is the UPI, the rollout of the UPI. You know, we are more than keen on that one. And then what I said was the issue of when you turn 18, you should get you should automatically get your ID, and you should be able to automatically become a voter, because that is what we are very keen on. So once we smoothen this ecosystem, and we are actually working with the World Bank City, so that we are looking at this ecosystem 50 years from now, when all of us will be gone from the face of this earth. How will this ecosystem look like? How smooth should it be? How secure should it be? So these are the issues that we are talking with the World Bank's assistance, because they're very keen on it, so that we can be able to, because this will be able to absolutely cure issues of corruption, revenue leaks, and water, and also create more opportunities for Kenyans.
Yeah.
So we are more, the challenges city is more about the future.
I understand.
Yes.
And you've explained it well. You're working with the World Bank. Do they have access to this system?
No, they don't have access to this.
What have they contributed to this beyond giving us technical advice, technical advice and technical assistance?
They gave us a seed money, I mean, to
Yes.
to kick off this ecosystem, and they're really keen for this thing to work, and to work very well.
I'm curious, because
Yes.
I personally
Yes.
don't like these Bretton Woods institutions. So when I hear of their involvement, I ask very many questions. Why are they interested in this system? How does it help them?
They are keen on it because it has money to cure many issues, city. Like on this ecosystem, issues of corruption, revenue leaks, they are huge, they are massive. And then what they're also keen on is technology transfer into the region.
No, these people don't have altruistic motives. It's a bank.
Yes.
Banks aren't social organizations or community-based organizations. They work with an understanding that they must make some money. Now, the World Bank goes beyond that. They also trade in influence. Okay?
Okay.
So the thing that they do for us, we thank them, but I'm keen to understand, how do they benefit? Because in the absence of benefit, these people don't go around helping you because they're not our cousins. We're not related to them. So for them to help us, there must be some gain. What is this gain that they have?
City, in this world, you don't live in isolation. You live with people.
I do.
One of the people that we must live with is the World Bank. And IMF.
We must live with them.
We must live with them.
Why?
Because you see, it is we who want this ecosystem. For example, for this ecosystem to be perfect in future, and this huge amount of money, city. It's not little money.
I agree.
In terms
Now,
of technology.
all right.
In terms of.
Okay. Let me roll it back a bit and use the word that I'd used earlier on now correctly.
Yes.
Securitization.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Part of the process of the World Bank giving you money, they must seek some guarantees that you are able to pay them.
Yes.
Now,
As a government.
Yes. Now, this system that we have pools all these revenues into one place. So it's very easy to determine what we actually make. So it's also very easy to determine which of the many units that feeds into it has money. So because of this, it is easy for the World Bank to have a look at it and say, fine, we can lend you money. Because they know exactly where the money is going to come from. Because it is visible. You can see it. There's nothing nefarious about it.
Okay.
You just ensure that the loan you give is secure. It makes perfect sense. A good financial tool that is used for securing money. But the question I'm asking is not that, because that one is straightforward. And I will explain to you why it is. I'm asking the question I'm asking. The World Bank doesn't just exist like the World Bank. Like every bank that we have, it has shareholders. Shareholders will demand that certain interests that they have are served. I am a proponent, for instance, of the complete denunciation of these austerity measures that the World Bank and IMF keep imposing, because they don't actually help. That's my view. You don't have money, that's why you've gone to them. Then they're asking you, pay us more money through your taxes. So you are squeezing the flow of money within the country so that the country can grow. How will the country grow when it already came to you because it has a problem? And in my mind, you're exacerbating the problem. But that's me being political. Let's assume that these are nice people who are helping us and the help we can see. Beyond the benefits that the citizenry get on a daily basis, how do we know that, how do we guarantee that these monies that we collect, and they're a colossal amount, it isn't your purview,
Yes.
but how does it get to all the departments and ministries that need it? Because beyond that now, it's outside your purview. But how do we ensure that it is maximized and that what needs to go to these entities actually gets there?
Very simple, City. We have a dashboard. The ministries, agencies and departments have dashboards whereby they can see people obtaining services. Two, you as a citizen, like my brother, just said, you got propped up, you got a receipt,
Yes.
you paid, and that is transparency. It's not coming as a money, somebody's writing for you.
Who has these dashboards, DG?
One,
You have.
I have it.
Yes.
The ministry has it.
ICT Ministry have it. Interior have it.
Has it.
National Treasury have it.
The relevant ministry also,
Yes.
or department
Oh,
also
yes.
has it.
And it's real time.
And it's real time. And they can see it real time.
Okay. Why I ask this question?
Yes.
And this is where I'm getting to.
Yes.
What do we do when this system collapses or when it has a problem? There is no system that is foolproof. There is
That's
no
why-
system that cannot have a downtime. What happens?
That's why we put relevant layers of security on this ecosystem to ensure that it is 24. Even heaven may fall, but this ecosystem will stand. That I can assure you. That's why we have very strong primary site. That's why we are reinforcing our secondary site, and we are building our data recovery.
Essentially, you're saying
Yes.
you're constantly ensuring that
Yes.
security that
Precisely.
will ensure that this doesn't happen is constantly being reviewed.
Precisely.
That's what you're saying.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yes. According to international standards.
DG, governors have opposed their revenue going through e-Citizen. How has that been handled?
We are still. There are some governors who are already in the ecosystem, but we are still talking to them. Of course, we must respect the constitution of two layers of government, and of course, they are seeing the benefits of this ecosystem. Okay, it is theirs, it is ours as Kenyans because of transparency and everything else, and service below stress.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, discussions are still going on.
Bobby, let me ask you this question. From what you've read,
Yes.
what exactly are the governors complaining about?
What exactly?
The governors complaining about? Why are they resisting this?
There is no specific reason as to why they're resisting, but there's a question actually PS Bailo Kipsang had to answer on the same. And this is what he said, that we are engaging county governments through dialogue and cooperation rather than compulsion. The value proposition for counties is clear. E-Citizen enhances revenue collection, ensures transparency, and provides real-time visibility. So according to this article, they've not really said the reason why governors are opposing, but my guess would be, number one, they have their own political reasons as to why they don't want that to happen. Probably they need more control or want more control or something else. I don't know, maybe.
The function and benefits of e-Citizen are not difficult to understand. Not really. Not really. They're not difficult to understand. Now, if somebody has a query, surely it needs to be voiced. If somebody has a problem, maybe it's unique to them, but it is important that it is understood.
Yeah.
Yes. Unless you're just opposing it for the sake of opposing it, because probably you feel you are not consulted adequately.
I'll actually take you back to something that you always say. Mahali kuna pesa, kuna kuanga na shida.
That one I say.
Mahali kuna pesa.
Kukuanga na shida.
Shida ikosekane.
Kuna mtu atataka kulipa mshahara yake in cash, mwingine atasema nitumie kwa bank, mwingine atasema nipe check.
Kabisa.
People have got their own reasons.
Kabisa.
Yes.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
City, before I leave, just allow me to commend one government agency that has done extremely well in this ecosystem. The Kenya Wildlife Service. City, do you know, a year and a half ago, before we digitalized that agency, they used to collect around 3.5 billion
per year. Okay.
Can I tell you where they are now?
Please tell me.
9.5.
From 3.5 billion to 9.5.
So sasa wewe tujiulize maswali hapo. Passports, watu wako nalala hapo. Hapo Nyayo. And there was so much noise. Woi. At one point wanasema Nyayo zikaitwa crime scene. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Squeezy City, ukitaka passport, you don't need assistance.
No, we don't.
Unaingia hapo, City, you unachagua passport ambayo unataka, alafu unaambiwa kuja for biometrics, date yako, time yako, alafu after 2 days, unakuwa propped up, unaambiwa come and pick your passport. And off you go.
Did you appreciate all this? The one thing that I'd
driving license,
ask you to do.
Yes.
Let these things be known. Beyond talking in a show like this.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Surely, there are ways in which the citizenry can know, but more importantly, these are services that are going to affect those in school. Work with the Ministry of Education to find a way in which people can know about the benefits of some of these things. So when they grow, long before they get into the workforce, they know and understand.
Nakubali City.
Yes.
Bwana DG, I'm afraid we have to let you go. But before we do, kuna swali hapa hivi imeandikwa kwa The Star. State spends 17.2 million daily on tea and mandazi. Do you give people in your office tea and mandazi?
Tea and mandazi?
Wapi? Wanasema hapa kwa The Star. Mimi nataka kujua kama kwa ofisi yenu kuna
wana. Swali DJ atajibu. So wewe achana hiyo kitu.
Mandazi yangu mimi nanunua yangu.
But in the beginning he actually said kujeni kwa ofisi mtakunywa chai.
Labda anakuja na chai yake anaenda kwa thermos.
Kwa thermos.
Kama mimi hivi. Yes.
Said and done. That's Ambassador Isaac Ochieng, EBS, MBS, NDC. He's the Director General of eCitizen Services Directorate. Thank you so much, sir, for coming to our studio and for gracing us with all this information. We invite you once again, please, because I know there are so many questions. Like nikifungua sasa kwa WhatsApp, I have so many questions from a lot of people, but you've answered majority of those questions. So let's continue engaging.
Nimeshukuru sana and I'm ready to come again and again and again. Mpaka mtanifukuza, unasema umekuwa too much.